Destination Mark.
Hey guys, how's it going? Marcelo here, and it's June. We made it. Happy June. It's the month of CTR Nitro-Fueled, and also the month of E3, which is in like just over a week, which is crazy. Obviously going back there again this year with Victor this time, which is going to be awesome. But yeah, so seeing as CTR is just on the horizon and E3 is right around the corner, I figured we'd do one more CTR Nitro-Fueled thoughts video on what we can expect from it at E3. So let's dive into that. Well, before we get into that, I actually want to say that I finally got to play the GameStop demo, and I was really impressed with the controls because, as we've heard, as I've said before, explained before, with Insane and Reignited, when other people got to play like the earliest builds at past events or whatnot, they would say, oh, the characters feel exactly the way they did in the originals, you're going to be able to pick it up and play it exactly the way you used to back then. And when I, for one, got to play the demos and stuff at either GameStop or E3 those previous years, I was like, not so much. There were some notable differences in the handling of the characters, and I've been hearing the same kind of thing again for Nitro-Fueled before I got my hands on it at GameStop. When I finally did so, I was like, it feels actually really accurate to the originals. So BNux did a really good job on that. However, this, by the way, is leading up to the E3 stuff, so don't worry, I'm not going to talk for too long about this. The one thing, though, that I did notice with the controls that was a little bit on the weird side, kind of subtle but very noticeable, is like the mid-air kind of handling slash the turning. Also like the turning in mid-air kind of. So if you're just trying to make a turn, sometimes it's not as fluid as it should be, and it's not like as tight. It feels a little loose, and sometimes that looseness can result in you kind of making a more abrupt turn than you think you're going to make. So sometimes you can like slam into a wall or something like that. Not that I did that so much, but it did kind of mess up the way I personally play. So in a sense, it doesn't exactly feel, again, like the way you can just pick it up and play it with the originals, but it's pretty close. And it's this Nitro-Fueled's, pre-official release controls with the demos and such feel that, like, first impression wise, feels a lot closer to the original source material than Insane did and Reignited did. So that off the bat is already like amazing. But enough about that. The expectation number one, I guess. I hope that at this point, with them having a more final build and only having a few weeks left to work on the game, pretty sure that stuff might already be tweaked and you won't get that more abrupt, weird turning. It's hard to explain. You have to feel it for yourself. So if you have a GameStop nearby, go check it out if you haven't already. You'll probably get a feeling of what I mean, get a sense of what I mean. So that is probably already... there's going to be a demo. We already know there has to be a demo of CTR at E3. Because some of the Binoxians on Twitter have already changed their names to name soon at E3. Wink. So with that said, I'm pretty confident we're going to see some stuff from Nitro-Fueled there. One of the things is a trailer. That's the thing I want to talk about first. So with the handling stuff being, fixed with this more final build that they'll probably have us play there, I think we'll see a trailer first and foremost before the show floor before Tuesday, when the show floor officially opens for the first time for the first day. So maybe on Monday or something we'll see some kind of a trailer. How within the schedule of E3 and their live streams will we see it? I don't know, seeing as Sony said they're not going to have like a huge thing at E3 this year, if anything at all. Maybe they'll have another state of play prepared, or I don't know what they're doing. We might get a pre-show like we did with Insane back in 2017, or they'll probably find some way to integrate it into some kind of conference or stream or whatever. I really don't know. But somehow, some way, I think we are going to see a trailer, and there will be a lot of things that we'll see in this trailer. So let's speculate on what those things could be. First off, characters. Lots of characters. I'm thinking that we have not seen the full roster yet. Everyone's saying Tana, Brio, the same ones I've always mentioned before. Koala Kong, Komodo, Mo. I haven't put an official piece, I don't think, in a video yet about these upcoming characters I'm going to say right now, but the lab assistants and Baby T, Rillaroo. Rillaroo is purely because he's a joke character, so I would be actually surprised if they did that. Baby T was only in like 1, technically 2 levels with Encopus Rex and Warped. I can kind of see it happening, but for some reason I just don't. The lab assistants, while you can have a lot of fun with them in their costumes from the various levels within, you know, 2 and 3, I feel it's too generic still. Like, it's like putting a Goomba in Mario Kart. You know them, they're well recognizable, but they're too generic. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. But again, everyone wants Tana, and I went over Tana at one point. It was a somewhat not actually tease on Tana from Beanox. You know, Koala Kong, Rio, never been in any Crash Racing game ever. So to have them finally make it into some point and get their time to shine, that'd be really cool. It's about it. I mean, besides the other character, we'll get into that in a moment. But we'll probably see some more tracks that we haven't seen yet. We just got yesterday Dragon Mines and the retro track. I was going to mention in this video, but I'm doing this video yesterday. So when all the stuff for Dragon Mines and Retro Stadium came out, I was like, oh, well, here's the retro track that they've neglected to reveal until now. So looks pretty cool, by the way. I like it a lot. So we might see more tracks that we haven't actually gotten to really see yet. This will be probably the last chance unless they somehow, some way down the road, this is a whole other discussion, do it for DLC down the line, but maybe even reveal CTTR tracks. People are torn about that right now. But then, end of trailer, we're not cutting to the logo yet. It shows a purple cart and Spyro. I think because we just got Dragon Mines, it would be a perfect place to showcase him before then cutting to like, okay, here's Spyro in a bunch of, you know, different areas and tracks and such. But then, boom, another bomb drop. We got whatever themed Spyro level they end up doing for him, because we've gotten tons of teases for Spyro. I mean, from the Twitter itself teasing CTR to that ArtStation account about these like different start-finish lines and stuff, these concept artworks, and everything else in between, it's like, he's a shoo-in, so it's gonna happen. I figure that's an end of trailer kind of reveal. So like all throughout the trailer, we get like, the beginning of the trailer, we'll get like some familiar stuff to just ease people into the trailer. Then we've got, you know, the characters, Tana and all them. And then saving the best for last, the hugest reveal for last, Spyro, and his like reignited themed racetrack. That's like a perfect trailer in my opinion. Another thing I hope, because they've been on the ball with revealing something that's big, and then having it playable like at the event that trailer is for. So when we got the retro stuff, the retro trailer with the reveal of C and K content, like literally then at PAX, they got to play C and K levels and stuff. So Spyro's in fact in the game, he's being shown off, and all the characters, the other characters like Tana and them are being shown off. Maybe we'll get to play as them as well in this demo. Which leads me to my other point. This might not even be a demo. This might be the full final game. Because they did that with Insane back in E3 2017, seeing as it's a similar, you know, situation like with Insane back in 2017. Insane was at E3 and then released the next week. So the same thing is happening here with Nitro-Fueled. It can have its, you know, booth and spotlight right there at E3, and then it's going to release that next Friday. So that's what I'm saying. This will be like its last big crazy event to go all out. So with that said, with Insane, they had us play, it wasn't a demo, it was the full game. So we got to choose any of the 3 games in the trilogy and just screw around for 10 minutes. So we might have a similar kind of thing here where we've got everything accessible to us, all the characters, or at least like those that are locked are unlocked and stuff. So we might see some locked characters, but the full roster will probably be there. We'll have like all the cards, be able to see all the cards even if we can't choose them, all the different customizations and stuff, and get to see all the tracks that are there. So we might get to play the full game for like 10 minutes, and whatever's unlocked and accessible to us right off the bat will be there, but we'll get to like see everything it has to offer for the most part. I think they'll still treat it like PAX, where we'll be like all in a group with all the kiosks, and we'll have like this, you know, online lobby that was set up by Activision themselves, and then we'll just all race each other, you know, online. But I think the full game will be there. It won't be a demo. That's my guess. And I'm thinking we might even see some more PlayStation Underground stuff. Now, we just got 2 in the course of like a week or so, almost 2 weeks. We've gotten Adventure Mode stuff from PS Underground. And then again, yesterday we just got Dragon Mines and Retro Stadium in a PS Underground showcase. But I'm thinking for E3 or right before E3, we might get one more showing off more stuff, or following the trailer. We'll then have some PS Underground coverage of Spyro, or just other tracks, maybe more Adventure Mode, who knows. Just more stuff. The big stuff they end up wanting to drop right then and there. Like I was saying, if we get to play with some of that stuff at this demo at E3, maybe, you know, for all of us, for all of those at home who aren't there, we'll at least get to see more footage and coverage of that stuff. So maybe not, I don't know. Those are pretty much all my thoughts. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting some kind of a trailer, maybe more coverage, big reveals for characters, and hopefully Spyro's a guest character. There's been way too many teases. They're pretty obvious. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. That's pretty much it. I'm hyped. I've been hyped since this was freaking teased to begin with. And the fuzzy dice were given out, and the cookies were given out, and then again, the Spyro Twitter was like, oh, Glacier Park, so, yeah. What do you guys think? I'm gonna stop rambling. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you hyped? Are you not? Are you gonna watch our streams? Are you not? Day 0, it's happening, versus multiplayer, me and Victor, and all that other stuff. All of that will be in the description, so you can go ahead and check that out. If it's too much for you to remember or whatever, write it down. Take a screenshot. I don't know, something. I'm Marcelo. I'll see you guys later. Get hyped and take care.